Service requests, earn referral points, and more. Core Platinum. Sign up is free. Sign up now at mycpg.ca. That's mycpg.ca.
Your number one local radio station.
Links are blessings to people, J. And everything you do, you make people see it. A Chris Gale Universe Boss. And you're listening to Street Talk with Linky Links on ILive Radio.
Linky Links, say what don't kill you, what gonna make you stronger. That's why we no show none of them no hunger. What don't kill you, what gonna make you stronger. The rope where you hang them, it just get longer. Don't touch that dial. Lucky.
Yo, Street Talk. No gal can have Linky under manners. General and done where she have fear of manners. Hey, yo, watching our Esco the Shaka representing for the big man. The gal is the General Linky Link. Bad out there.
Lalela. Njenga manje, umamele is Street Talk with Ulinky Links on the ILive Radio. Let me run it back. You're listening to Street Talk with Linky Links on iLive Radio.
Mad something. I'm on say give thanks to the obstacles in our way. Cause the hurdles still trippy jump. And Linky said, if everything did smooth every day, we wouldn't know we could overcome. Cause if it don't kill me, mad, I surely know it's gonna feel way. Hey, Linky Links make them know so we're stronger.
Yo, Linky Links, see that? Linky Links, and see that chatting's not going nowhere.
Well, they don't know story representing all the way from Ghana. The celebrity host, Linky Links, Stone Boy.
When we say celebrity host, we say Linky Links. One dog Canada say that from Waterford to tea that.
Yo, we could just see that there's the Linky Links. Number one host in the rap.
I represent for Linky Links, the celebrity host.
Bomber drop, damn you!
With 6 Love.
My style like the East Coast, South and North, I want to go ask West. And him will tell you, say, bad agenda are the best. Yeah. Step up my game to a next level. Have everybody a salute, I'm in a name rebel. Yeah. Them say my styles, them are emphatic. Words are spit out about them out like automatic. Yeah, and everything clear, you know you're not static. Me above the cloud, them the right up in the attic. Yeah, from me enter in the game, me don't see the pre. Them say me sound like style on me say my G. Yeah, you know see we up on a mission. We don't have no time for fight and music and a competition. Tell them, me just glad to see a brother win. I'm gonna have a fight and bad man, cause that's our thing. She a fight against she, him a fight against him, them a fight against them. No, that a not my thing, but them for no sense. Badder than them, badder than them. That you know, badder than them, badder than them. Say me badder than them, badder than them. We no beg, we no beg friend. Badder than them, badder than them. That you know, badder than them, badder than them. Say me badder than them, badder than them. We no beg, we no.
Any like fire stick and matches. Abscess so quick forget the package. Bitch bring the body not the baggage. Bring it down said that not the knowledge. MCO polish up the polish. Pop the pussy for the present on the pallet. Caress it cocky with the throat then you call it. Louis V store in my closet when me do. Drop the Benz scoop in my pocket. Yeah. With the mark like Alex. Yeah. Pretty like a kid with a pocket. Ratty A, puppy, gadget. Bleaching cream with the acid. Skin start peel from a forehead. This a call old school of magic. Queen in a your deck and she a freaking.
I'ma tell you what, mankind are evil. This a no run talk, make for reason. Watch the spoof, it might seize you. Don't only your own can deceive you. And next thing, me nah no secret. From me tell you me have it, you might leak it. Now practice loyalty, but I preach it a real thing. Make me feel bad star, hangover CC. Earth a run red richie stars. Me a good gal, but me no nice. Why? Dirty friend try kill me twice. Well paranoid, but fi me tree again. So hype, abona hype, survive.
Now in the mix with 6 Love.
I'ma tell you what, mankind are evil. This a no rum talk, make we reason. Watch the spiff, it might seize you. Don't talk only your own can deceive you. And next thing, me nah no secret. From me tell you me as if you might leak it. Nah practice loyalty, but I preach it a real thing. Make me feel bad star, hangover CC. Earth around red riches spice. Me a good girl, but me no nice. Why? Naughty friend try kill me twice. Well paranoid, go for me 3 parts. At least I hype, a bona viper, me a real survivor. Big up every fan, every streamer and subscriber. Well if you're here to eat, hold a 9 ya, while them a chop grass. Oh what in the cyber? Like whoa.
Any like the fire stick and matches. Obsessed quick forget the package. Bitch bring the body not the baggage. Bring it down said that not the knowledge. MCO polish up the polish. Pop the pussy for the present on the palette. Caress it cocky with the throat, then you call it. Louis V store in my closet when me do. Got the Benz scoop in my pocket, yeah. With the market side carrots, yeah. Pretty like a kid with a pocket. Ratty A, puppy, puppy gadget. Bleaching cream with the acid. Skin start peel from a forehead. This a card, old school of magic. Queen in your deck and she a freaking, I'm a freaking, I'm a breaking, I'm a breaking.
No expiration. The money thing, yes, I do shit, defecation. You girl a run me down, breathless. Respiration. Who want for richer than the team we messy play pan. So me dial for the money, check your PayPal. You think I closed up on the line, maybe a page out. Hello, this is Al. Yo, send the money straight from. My style, 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 my style.
I be that man a beat act like hot. Grab a leaf top, run away, cash like a drop from a tree. Girl them lock up like the sun, pan a sea. Up with a quart and a grand bag of weed. That a lead, make them go and fall away. Man a G, whole world a we feet. Girl a freak with your dad, catch a scene. Nah I mean, West. Luigi, it's a biggie like a 3-piece. Fresh like a pretty, now we hear them not repeat. When y'all them see we them back up and we go beep beep. None you know yet as man that talking about them need we. And we up dog, we up dog, we up dog. We up dog, we up dog, we up dog. Me come charge, me don't talk, me don't talk, me don't talk.
Give them me brick with a easy entrance. Did even think na set job fling them on the sextant. I'm married in peasant bone a muscle with the tendon. Some rhyme them tight like me squeeze them extra. Secret them well at a big fire keep on get gas. Yes sir, from scratch and build my method. Begin with the pressure, insist for the things are very special. Mafia descendant, mighty them is regular, check your temperature. You cannot touch a link much as a pendant. No discussion for attention, then a dead man rise the disinfectant. Roll out with the wet map, skill well bad. No regret, come me them make for call my next shot. Free my gesture, no feminine and I'm a gender. 6 million times 100 million. Like your vision, I care zero about a whisper. From before Corona, me a social distance. Free me visual, something none of my picture. Tactical decisions from a dream, I live that not no fiction. Obstacles a mismatch, but no interstellar contradiction. My brain pass a star system. Oh me, my name is a universe. My name is a universe. Mr. Universe. Mr. Universe.
Check.
Eastside
check. It's all about street talk.
Is it? How fast style me kidnapping us?
Jeez. It's your boy Linky Links. We're live on ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio each and every Thursday right here, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. Alongside my brother, my boy, DJ 6 Love in the building. I will give him some love, you know what I mean? Because he's one of the realest on the ones and twos, you know what I mean? Shout out to each and every one for locked and load right now. You're listening to your boy right across the world, you know what I mean? Shout out to my ILive Caribbean family, you know what I mean? And my ILive UK family, you know what I mean? And we love you, you know what I mean? And it is only right I give you guys some love and bless you guys up, you know what I mean? I want to take the time out also to shout out my girl Lisa Hyper. She bad me up on us a link here, comes in and give me the interview. So I think I'm going to work on that interview for next week if God spares life. And we get it sought out the real and proper way. You know what I mean? It is November the 3rd. It is my month. Jesus. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so all over the place. And I'll be like, I just love November. I love my birthday time. I just love the whole vibe. I love the celebration of life. I just love it so much. Shout out to all the Scorpios that are out there right about now. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the Scorpios and all these brilliant things. You know what I mean? You know what I want to do tonight? I'm gonna get some Six. You know what I realized? We don't have our YouTube link up where we could talk to our people up there. We're gonna have to ask Jay what's going on with that. I want all my listeners, you could text 647-494-3101. Or you could call if you want. You know what I mean? Call or text the studio. 647-494-3101. Let us know, what is your take on Scorpios? You know what I mean? I get so much feedback on Scorpios. Scorpios are freaky. Scorpios are miserable. Scorpios are stubborn. Scorpios are like, they like to have their own way. I want you to tell me, what is your experience where Scorpio is concerned? You know what I mean? Text me or call and we could talk about it. All right? I have some topics I'm going to be talking about tonight. And my brother Six Love going to be working, exercising his skill tonight. You know what I mean? We're going to see how Six Love kind of, I'm staying in the Scorpio season. If I'm going to sting tonight, you know what I mean? You know, everything that we do, we always put the Almighty first, because God is good all the time, and all the time God is brilliant. Dear Heavenly Father, let's give you thanks. Let's give you praise. I thank you for another day. I thank you for another show. Father God, I thank you for our listeners. I thank you for our viewers. Father God, we thank you for our friends, and we thank you for our families. Father God, we thank you for what we have and what we don't have. Father God, but most importantly, we want to thank you for life. And most importantly, we worship you and we believe in you. In your name we pray. Amen. Six, now what do you got over there for me, brother? What kind of song you got over there for me? What kind of vibes you feel like tonight? It's a Scorpio season. What kind of segment you going into this week? Okay. Let me hear. Let me hear what you have on the ones and twos. Let me hear. Let me hear what you're working with there, Six Love. Because I see you got some Biggie there. You gonna go Biggie? A little bit later? Okay. Six Love is trying to get the things balanced out right about now. But we like to hear some, like, give us a teaser, Six Love.
Me not slipping at the road.
Okay.
Me not slipping at the road.
You're not sleeping at the road?
Me not slipping at the road. Me not slipping at the road.
All right, there's so many things to talk about tonight on Street Talk. I want to talk about a video. Six Love, I don't know if you saw this video, brother. There's a video of this guy in a bar. They were dancing in the bar, and he was like singing a song, Mad Sick, Head No Good. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a call? Or was that a call just now? Okay, no. Thought the phone line was ringing. All right, so there was a guy was in a bar, him and his friend, their song was playing, Mad Sick, Head No Good. Yeah. So they're there doing their thing, dancing. So this guy decided to come out the bar, go in the middle of the road. And he's dancing. Boop! A car comes, hit him. And I thought this was like a prank, or this can't be real. The next day I got a next video. The same guy that was hit by the car has a Band-Aid over his knee. His entire kneecap was torn apart. Like literally torn apart. So I wanted to know, he was in the streets dancing, right? Not for one moment you saw that car coming?
He kind of asked for it, no?
I don't think he asked for it, but...
Yeah, but why are you going in the street?
He was in the streets having fun, but you didn't see that car. You didn't see the lights. Like, it was something like from out of a movie. Just boom, hit him. And I was like, damn, I think I'm going to post that video on my page tomorrow just to share. Probably post it on the Street Talk page just to share it, and so you guys could see what's happening. You know what I mean? He was in the bar. He was in the bar. So you're right. Maybe you're right. He was in the bar. So maybe he was really and truly drunk. He was really, truly drunk. All right, speaking of drunk and not really seeing what's going on, I'm seeing something this weekend. This Saturday, I'll be in New York City celebrating my birthday along with my brother Keke. A thing called Family. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be full of vibes. Guess what? The Universe boss, Chris Gale, will be hosting it. He is flying in all the way from Kingston, Jamaica to host. He's hosting my birthday party. I hosted his birthday party. He's hosting mine. So that's going to be something big, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to that, you know what I mean? Whenever me and my brother link up, it's always a vibe. So that's going to be crazy, right? So that's what happened. But I want to push back a little bit in terms of, I want to take it back to last weekend. So last weekend I had the privilege of hosting 2 events. A good friend of mine, Princess, she celebrated her 50th birthday. I was privileged enough to host that event, and I must say, Princess, you know, I really like you like that, but I have to give you your props. You really looked good. You know what I mean? You were looking good. Your makeup was on fleek, your hair, your dress, you were looking good, you know what I mean? But most importantly, you got a brilliant support. The people turned out for you. You know what I mean? You were the love was there. If you weren't loved anytime at all in your life, that time, that night, the crowd and the support that was there for you, it cannot be, like, people have to talk about it. Like, you were well supported. So, Princess, you know what I mean, shout out to you on your 50th again, you know what I mean? And you look good. You look good. You go out that one thing, you know what I mean? And people came out. The music was nice. The music was a vibe, you know what I mean? The music was a vibe. People actually enjoy themselves. Some nice old hits of them thing there and all these brilliant things, you know what I mean? So it was a vibes. Every sound played well, you know what I mean? So it was a good vibes. And then the following night, I had the privilege again of hosting, being a judge of a Halloween party. I dressed up as you watch Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. Have you watched that? So I wear that prison costume. Yeah, locked up, you know what I mean? So it was a vibe. A lot of people kind of loved my outfit, you know what I mean? I loved it too, you know? It was a vibe, you know what I mean? Like, there were some females there that were, they were police officers. They wanted to lock me up, you know. We took some pictures and stuff like that together. So it was a good vibe, you know what I mean? It was a good vibe. So shout out to Wawa and Cookie Monster, you know what I mean? That Halloween party was everything. We had them in the studio last week, so, you know what I mean? Shout them out for always supporting Street Talk and ILive Radio. And also I want to take the time out to shout out Triple X. Did he call you? Yeah, okay, because he reached out to me for your number and stuff, and he did an amazing job in that event, you know what I mean? Him go out with himself, him talk up the things, man, everybody will have vibes, and he was entertaining, people were laughing, people were busting blanks, and he did actually judge the costumes. There was some really, really nice costumes there, so wow, Cookie, you guys did it, you know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to next year. All right, so here we're going to go. We're going to pay some bills, and when we get back, we're going to have my brother Six Love play some music. We're going to see what Six Love is made of this week. Street Talk. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
This is Jamie Sprout to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is Jermaine Robbins, and you're listening to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Yo, this is Kiana O'Quinn, and you're listening to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
This is Lavinia J from the UK, and you're listening to ILive Radio.
Attention, all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent collective styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our collective music nation. Genres like hip-hop, R&B, jazz, soul, reggae, gospel, and more united. The Collective Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of collective music. Free memberships are available now. Collective Music Nation, one voice, strength in unity.
Canadian Black Entertainment's mission is to create, celebrate, and promote Black artistry. Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Instagram for our IG Live with CBE, where we interview artists. Follow us on IG and spread the word. We are here for our artists and are creating a space for them to get the recognition they so deserve. Canadian Black Entertainment, IG Live with CBE, every Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you on the gram.
You're listening to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. ILive Radio.
The number one hit music station.
Baby, feel it be. Go ahead, come on. You're now in the mix with 6 Love. DJ Pop about the Oh, come on. Where my ladies at? I wanna free your mind. What you say?
Yeah, my mind.
Oh, come on. It's your boy Big Chew, Major.
It's a beat for me. At 5 in the morning, I wake up to 5 for my eyes.
Come on.
Praises on your life. I've been wandering all day.
Come on, let me see you. Come on.
The noise in my mind was raging. Trying to get by, but I'm burning.
Let's go. Come on.
All these knocks are troubling. Body's cooking
Come on. Everybody move around. Let me see you now.
Running to the other side. When it's time to leave my
Grab kickers from the shoe store. I have about 3, but me need more. Yeah. Kickers can't too much, no sweet. Me nah have to travel with no toothbrush. Remember say a yard man thing that. If you don't see a all white, get a jet black. Yeah, the classic, the high top. Kickers a drip, plus my shirt well matched. Yo, look powerful, we kicking. Me kickers hot like country kitchen. Just remember the high one, the classic. If you want steppers in the street, you have to have it. Yeah, look powerful, we kicking. Me kickers hot like country kitchen. Remember the high one, the classic. If you want steppers in the street, you have to have it.
She love gimme. 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 Me love when girl put up. Me I go your face. She said me pass me away. She said my is a replica to breathe. My the pipe they can't separate. If you want a video, post for me now. Make up on the was roll on the pole. Nobody won't can afford. Easy. I'm a soul man for fabulous. Shape so obvious. Can me job when your waist is pronounced. Me knock it, me live up. We running board jam up to the spring, no jump. So me rise up to some. You see the fire heavy, them with intent. Split belly, finish them delinquent. Quick, very. If you think you wicked step, you will live berry. Ram up, 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 ram up. Face smash up. Brain on your grave shallow. Wine coulda never tame, we go create havoc. Yeah man, no shoulda behave, we not take bad up. What do some Jim Carrey? Me link them with them, me link stings. You know see them and them missing no synthetic.
Full to dispense wickedness.
About you. Me love the style and the wine when you do. All about you. Balenciaga, Gucci, Jimmy Choo. All I wanna know is, baby, can you be my boo-boo? Come on, ride the train like choo-choo. You are drive me crazy like cuckoo. You up number 1, not 2. What a girl wants it, full of sauce. Independent, on a boss. So hard to find, like she lost. I forget a girl like you, no matter the cost. Just because you're hotter than every girl in the dance. Me no biggie, but give me one more chance. Two are we together, yeah, perfect balance. It's all about you. Me love the style and the wine where you look to. All about you. Balenciaga, Gucci, Jimmy Choo. All I wanna know is, baby, can you be my boo-boo? Come on, ride the train like choo-choo. You are drive me crazy like cuckoo. You are no. Sometimes some of them are rally back. We are road wild and we don't take back no chat. Sometimes some of them are rally back, but we are road wild and we don't take back no chat. You full of big chat and can't defend that. If a jailhouse you come from, we sending you go back. You full of big chat and can't defend that. If a Bellevue you come from, we sending you go back. Cause when them there, when they get around hot, when we look in the food for the pot, man have him 16 over him back. 45 and we have a rampacker. Yeah, bazooka and all the big locker. When we move, come back. Man, we take a couple store, couple bank and shop. And policeman a top out with hotter. Jaja know we have to run left the spot. That the yachted dog and say that. When we come dance, all of the black. Me say some a rally back and some of them dance some back. We are road boy out and we not left it. And some a rally back and some of them dance some back. When they kill in the place and the place of the black.
Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them in on my sides and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in on the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Yeah, them looking hype and I got to know. Could I be your protector? You're buffing every sector. Every man around them want on your inspector. But you know let them sweat and I grill you with no lecture. But them poetry not them fuel injector. Cause them are infector, disease collector. None for them a go on like them walk come wreck ya. Don't know the part where you got in your center. But you know you not let them guys they affect you, yo girl. Just give me the light and pass the joe. What's another buckle of more? Girl, let me know my sight and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Come in at the vibes and I got my dough. What's another buckle of more? Girl, I'm looking hype and I got to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them situation getting really live again. Tell them off in the players and the runners and the silent.
Imagine that you're with me on the Long Island of Paradise and I disclose my studio. Imagine that I'm somewhere with you on the US Virgin Islands. Right away, baby. Hey, picture me and you and me. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Then picture me and you under the tree. F-U-C-K-I-N-G. Hey, oh man, Fibo, then we give you no S-U-C-K-I-N-G. Hey, you want me to U-E-E-N. So me, are you K-I-N-G? The first time body go in a her. Me wake up to good morning, sir. Here is the breakfast, what you prefer? Mr. Stop, baby, remain as you were. Me no eat in a bed, that won't occur. Because me no gummy beer nor kissy fur. But I like the way you shake it right there. So turn back way and make me get fi enter the center. Picture me and you and me. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Then picture me and you under the tree. F-U-C-K-I-N-G. Hey, oh man, Fibo, then we give you no S-U-C-K-I-N-G. Hey, you want me to U-E-E-N. So me, are you K-I-N-G? Quint it, make me sink it. If you're pretty like a shanty, me murder ink it. Pussy print it, me no yam Shirley biscuit. Which butter kiss, never will, never kissed it.
All right. 6 Love, I love the vibes, The time right about now, it is 10:31 and it is 9 degrees outside. I'm loving the weather. We have a special guest inside the studio. Let me...
I'm not special, mate.
No, you are special.
No, I'm not.
Believe me, you are. You're like... You have no idea how special you are.
Linky Links.
What up, Jay?
What's going on, brother?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually the first time you're sitting on my show.
I know.
This is Mr. J. Henry.
First of all, no government names around here.
J could be for Jack. Okay.
This is true.
I like that one. This is my brother from another mother, you know what I mean? Mr. ILive Radio, the man behind ILive Radio, the man that makes everything come to fruition. Wherever he is in the world, I always stress and call him, Jay, this is not working, that is not working, and he takes...
Constantly calls me.
But sometimes, you know what?
You've been in the studio for a year, you still don't understand how to use the
Stop this. Stop this.
But
you know what? All right, Sixth Love, I want you to... tell me if I'm wrong. Every week we come in the studio, there's always something changed. Something different. We come in the studio now, we see a clear, pretty camera. You look at that.
Yeah, see how I made everything look pretty and nice now.
You know what? So I'm glad that you're here. You know what I mean? I know you stress me out, but you know I love you like a brother. Earlier you wanted to strangle me with a shoelace.
It wasn't a shoelace.
Was it a shoelace?
It's an HDMI cable. I was caught you coming out the toilet. It caught you slipping, bruv. Remember that.
So if you guys hear that Linky Links is missing, it's because of my brother Jay.
I will openly admit that'll be the case. If he's missing, it's me.
All right.
You don't have to look for nobody. Go find me.
We have some good news and somewhat of not so bad news, but something not good. I consider it good. It's a bit how would I put it, different for me because we'll be going further away. But the studio will be moving.
Yes, we will. We are moving.
I mean? I think the last show will be what, next week?
Yeah, well, I'm actually either going to be either next week or the week after. I'll go look at my timing. But
okay.
Yes.
So I think going into December, we will not be streaming here.
We will not be streaming here now.
Right. So the studio will be moved to downtown Toronto. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit more spacious.
Well, I wouldn't say spacious. Yeah, we're going to do the layout a little bit different. We're actually looking to create a hub, a community hub.
Okay.
So the radio station will be there. We'll be sharing the space with a recording studio.
Okay.
That's going to be in the basement. We're going to have a photographic studio, the photo studio in the back. And at the front, we plan to do a coffee shop.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Like after we had that convo last week, I think I might have to change my show in terms of the timing.
Why?
I'm downtown that late?
Yeah, you're downtown that late. What?
Leave me alone, please.
What's wrong? What's happening? What's going on down there? What's wrong with being downtown that late?
I think me and Six are going to have to talk about that. Being downtown that late? But you never know, Six. We might go find some club after, go go party after, you know.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know I'll be fine.
The gardener's right there.
I know, Jesus.
Yeah, the gardener's right there,
Six,
guy.
you hear how he makes it sound so simple.
The gardener's like 5 minutes drive from there, brother.
Oh,
you're good.
God. So I'm kind of excited and I'm looking forward to the transition. You know what I mean? I really got comfortable here. You know what I mean? I really love the space here. I love the vibes here. You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
Yeah, man.
But you know, we have to make changes, and it's a part of growth as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We've been in this space 7 years.
Mhm.
You know, so it's been a long time we've been in this space, and you know, as much as I love this space, and you know, just that design and everything else, like we need to do something different.
Okay.
You know, and we really wanted to get back into the whole community thing. Now COVID's done. We want to be able to create a space that the community can come to.
And I think being in that location is like primary for the community. It's
Well,
ideal.
It depends what kind of community you're talking about.
Well, that's true. That's true. You are so right.
The community that's there right now,
right,
will not be the community that's there in about 18 months.
Right.
So we're getting in at the right time.
Okay, that is very good. I'm glad that we're gonna be a part of history. All right, so moving on. I don't know if you saw this, Jay. I posted a video on my Instagram.
Another one?
Of a lady got upset. She went up to a guy, slapped him. You didn't see
Yeah, I saw it.
And then the guy gave her
shot her a box, and
she just fell on the ground, and she basically changed into a different person because she never said anything. She just got up, fixed her dress, and went and just sat in the corner.
Clearly, we're not talking about our people.
You know what I mean? It's not even about our people. It's just the fact that man,
Clearly.
You know what I mean?
Clearly not talking about our people.
No. But what was surprising to me was that the amount, so I'm looking at my thing right now. It has over 58 comments. My phone was blowing up. And what surprised me, one of the biggest surprise was that 50 or 60% of the comments, they were women.
Okay.
And most women were saying that she got what she deserved.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let me read a couple.
We understand. We understand the theory,
Mm-hmm.
but the reality, if it happened to them, would they really do that?
Right.
Or that man's gonna have to run for his life, because more than likely with our people, he's gonna have to run for his life. Let's be clear.
When I saw the comments, so this is from a girl called Crucial Diva. She said, "No way, the girl." That means that that's Jamaican term, but in proper terms, like, you better know what you're doing. Recognize. Don't do that to a man, or you'll get.
Well, I remember seeing the video,
Mm-hmm.
and I was saying to myself, well, clearly the kind of guy that she did that to, that wasn't the kind of guy to do it to.
Right.
Pick your moment, right?
Right.
Like, especially how the whole video started. I think he said something and she just got irate.
Yeah, she got upset and she was opening up her hands like this. I'm like, okay.
Okay, well, get upset, but understand who you was dealing with.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's danger. Danger was there immediately, right? But, she got brave enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She got out of a box and slapped him, and, he boxed her back because he's that kind of guy that will box her back.
Right.
It's that simple.
From a man perspective, what's your opinion on that?
On what?
Him reacting that way? Because it's all about the reaction.
Based on what I saw, no, I don't know what happened before.
Right.
I don't know what led to that altercation.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen it out of full context, right?
Right.
We don't know what happened before that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He could have murdered our mother or something like that. I don't know. Right. But just based on what I saw, it probably wasn't a good idea, knowing the kind of guy that he looked like he was.
Right.
Because that box,
nonsense guy.
That box was like not a box like box and follows through. It was box and are you crazy?
Yeah.
You know who I am.
He sent her into another universe, basically.
Well, like I said, you need to understand the animal you're dealing with, innit?
All right, let me read some of the comments here. One of our female said, "F I your ass." Like, she's like, okay. Another female, this is from the stage, she said, "People should learn to mind their own business and keep their hands to themselves. Man, woman, boy, girl. If you throw a punch, prepare for one to be thrown back at you."
Once again, that's circumstantial. It is. Like, all right, let's take a scenario, for example. Your woman comes up and find out that you was with another girl.
Right.
Right? And in her rage, she thump you. You gonna thump her back?
Let me take a drink. All right. My friend asked me that yesterday.
Oh, Lord.
My friend asked me that.
Why are you
yesterday.
even considering this answer? There's only one answer to that.
No, all right. The reason why I'm considering is because I have to speak the truth. I have to put it in context. The old Linky in his 20s and 30s, doesn't matter if I'm wrong, but don't put your hands on me. She's getting floored. But as I got older, I realized that you could deal with things differently.
Clearly. Well, all right, let me say this. I come from England.
Mm-hmm.
You put your hand on any English woman
Mm-hmm.
when you're in your 20s, you're going to take a punch to the face or a bottle to the face. One of the two. There's going to be consequences.
Yeah, but you're not Jamaican, though.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Because in our culture, in our space, street vibes, again, it's not right. Don't get me wrong. It's not right.
Wait a minute. Are you saying in the Jamaican culture, it was
In the streets.
In the streets, it was acceptable
It's not
for a man to box down women?
That's what I'm saying. It's not acceptable, but it's just the reality of things.
Reality of what?
If a female passes her place in terms of
What the hold on. First of all, don't call them females.
Mhm.
That's derogatory.
So what should I call them? They're a
Women.
female.
Women.
Women are females, huh?
Okay. Just
If a
Don't call them
woman
females.
passes her place and she decides she want to
And
put her
top,
hands,
on top of that,
Yeah.
what do you mean by pass her place?
put her hands on me.
Okay. That's different. You said pass her place.
Yeah, don't pass your place by putting your hands on me.
Right. So a woman shouldn't put your hands on you. If you put your hands on you, they're passing their place. Regardless of what you do,
Yes,
you're passing their place.
exactly.
That's really bad linking.
So let me ask you.
Very disappointed in
So
you
let me
right
ask you a question, my brother.
Mm.
If a lady cheats on you, sleeps with your best friend or your father or your brother, and you decide to box her down, based on what she did, is it okay for you to box her down? Because what you're saying right now to me, if I cheat on my woman or did something bad to her, it's okay for her to box me down.
You must really think this whole battle of sexes thing is equal, bro.
I'm glad you realize that.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm about to answer your question.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's circumstantial.
Okay.
All right? It's circumstantial. Once again, it's circumstantial. Depending on the kind of person that you are.
Right.
And what drives you as an individual. And if you look at woman as woman can't pass her place, of course you're going to box her. Right? Yep. However, even if you think that, depending on the nature of the action and who it is and what goes down, you probably think twice about doing it because it might go all the way and you go in prison for the rest of your life.
You know what, Jay? I think that in your past you were beaten by women.
No. Not at all. You'd be very surprised, actually, that I was in a very similar situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Jay. I love where this convo is going because I
was in a similar situation many years ago.
I would love to hear about that. I was in a situation like that too.
Oh, you was?
Yes, I was, and I want to share it with you. And I want you to share yours with me.
No, you know, I'm not sharing mine.
No, I'm going to share mine with you regardless.
I ain't sampling the prison sentence, you twinkling. They ain't sampling the prison sentence.
Oh my God. Street Talk. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Michonne Young, and you're listening to ILive Radio, supporting independent artists from all around.
This is Ronnie Sia, and you're listening to ILive Radio. ILive Radio. Changing the way you listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio.
It goes down right here on ILive Radio.
Yo, this is Razan here, and you're listening to ILive Radio. Changing the way we listen to radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Cy Smith, and you're listening to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
My beautiful people, it's your man Tayanas, and right now you got it locked to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio around the world, baby.
This is Miss Care keeping you connected with your iLive 5x5, brought to you by iLive Music, sponsored by Independent Hype, and powered by The Hook Entertainment. Contribute to the conversation by using hashtag iLive 5x5.
For the latest and greatest in soul music and more, stay tuned to iLive Radio throughout the week.
Connect with our team at iliveradio.com or follow us at iLive Radio across social platforms.
Core Platinum, an organization where Indigenous and Black business owners can network, promote, and grow their business. Join their ever-growing Core Platinum website and be seen by customers everywhere. Plus, win jobs posted by interested customers. Looking for a reliable contractor or service? Use Core Platinum's platform to find service vendors, submit service requests, earn referral points, and more. Core Platinum. Sign up is free. Sign up now at mycpg.ca. That's mycpg.ca.
You're listening to ILive Radio.
Here are some words of wisdom. Don't change your station. Don't change your station.
All right. Welcome back. If you just logging in, tuning in, we're talking about a video that I posted on my Instagram where a lady and a guy got into a altercation, somewhat of a heated, I wouldn't say a discussion because it wasn't a discussion. She just decided to lose it a little bit on the guy. She kind of slapped him. The guy put his hand back on her. She fell on her butt. And then she kind of went to the corner and she never returned. You know what I mean? She kind of lose that energy. And I got a good friend of mine here, Jay, giving me his 2 cents on the whole situation and what he would have done and what is the right thing to do.
I didn't tell you what I would have done.
But I asked you need to get into that.
I'm not going to tell you what I would have done.
Why?
No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have hit her.
You wouldn't have hit her?
Nah, I would have looked at her like she's crazy.
But I'm keeping it $1.50. And if you guys you're logged in and you wonder what we're talking about, go on my Instagram page at Mr. Linky Links, all right? And you could see the video and you guys could call in, text in, and let me know. 647-494-3101. All right, so as I was saying before, the old Linky, and I'm not proud of that. 20, 30, would have been problems, right? But with those type of things, it comes with self-control, growth, and most importantly, understanding what the outcome will be if you decide to do that. Because thank God that girl was okay in terms of she never hit her head. You know what I mean? Like
could have turned out badly.
It could have got worse. You know what I mean? But the reality of the situation is that she started it. You know what I mean?
Well, once again,
to go back where we were before we
didn't know. We don't know whether she actually started it or he started it.
It's obvious she started. She put her hands on him.
Now hold on. How do you know before that video he didn't put his hands on her?
So I want to ask you a question. No, we're talking about what we see.
Yeah, we can't go by what you see, Linky.
Of course. Why not?
Okay. Go based on what you see, assuming that she just flew out and lick him down. All right, go ahead.
But I'm not assuming that's what I saw.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
So based upon what we saw, based upon what you said too, is that maybe you had done something to really piss her off.
Like I said, you're not worrying about that. You're worrying about the time you saw her go and hit him.
No, I'm talking about what you said. You said maybe
anything could have happened before that to prompt that reaction.
Let's think of the worst situation. What could have happened? He slept with her mom.
No, he could have hit her. He could have choked. He could have thrown her around.
And she decided to come do it then?
Well,
you're like having a discussion.
You caught that part of the video. All right. Give you an example. Right? You ran your mouth to me earlier. I followed you to the restroom. When you was coming out on the phone, I had the cord waiting for you.
Right.
If anyone filmed that at the time I had the cord waiting for you, it would look like I was going to do you something.
Right.
Right. But in reality, I wasn't going to do you nothing. That's what I mean.
But
what?
To counteract what you said, you never did anything, but she did something.
No, what I'm saying is, if someone caught a video at that time and then cut it as I'm going in towards you, you understand?
Yeah, but there's
it's
still...
it's the context of what you
but
see.
there's still no evidence that you choked me or did anything to me because it never...
And there's no evidence that he didn't hit her or do something extreme to her before that video.
But there is evidence that she hit him.
Okay.
So we're working with that.
Okay, fine. That's what I said. We're taking it from that point.
Exactly. So I'm saying to you now, say for example, he did something that really pissed her off.
No.
That led her to that.
No. That's a circumstance before the video started.
All right. So let's work with what the video shows.
Thank you. That's what you just said.
Let's work with the video. So you're saying that her putting her hands on him.
Yes.
He shouldn't have did what he did after.
That's correct.
Well, how would you have dealt with that situation?
I would have just looked at her and said, "Are you crazy?" That's it. I wouldn't hit her back, especially not like that.
So
that was a man box.
So Jason, I don't want to put you on the spot, but a Jason like in his 20s, early teens, nah, that's good.
Nah.
6 Love.
No, it's only you, Linky.
No.
It's only you who do stuff like that, bro.
No, it's not only me. That guy did it too.
No. I mean, in your 20s.
No. Listen, and as I was kind of explaining to you when I meant like Jamaican in the streets. When you're in the streets,
yeah,
and you're from the garrison or ghetto or whatever they call it, there's certain lines that are drawn.
Right, it's societal. It's based on your environment and your community.
Exactly, and how you were brought up and what you see and stuff like that.
Right.
So you have girls that do it. Don't get me wrong. You have some girls that.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like tough, like you know what I mean. But again, I do not condone it. I don't support it.
Correct.
But the fact that you're going to put yourself in that position, anything is liable to happen to you. You know what I mean? And the fact that, as you said, she got a man box. You know what I mean? So if you were to take that slap and just be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, are you joking? What would be the outlook on you as a man, as a person?
Oh, you think that's questioning your manhood because you don't react?
No, it's questioning your manhood that you have females beating you up like that.
No, my brother. Listen, if she slapped him and he went down, he went down. That's a different conversation. But the slap she gave him, he didn't even move. That wasn't nothing to him. He ate that. That wasn't nothing to him.
Oh my God.
Linky, is no measure of man. In fact, it's a measure of manhood by not reacting. It's a measure of weakness when you do react that way. I know. Listen, I know this. I mean, like, you know, I have reactions sometimes to certain things and lose my shit. Yeah, but that's not a measure of manhood. That's a measure of weakness.
All right, let's get back to some of the comments here. So, Hey Home Creation said, hell no. What was she able to do more than what she did? Nothing. It could have caused a big damage to her head, hitting her that way. She shouldn't have started, but it could have stopped her differently.
Right. Being a man about it.
Exactly. So we have a lot of replies to that statement. So one reply, which is Nick CIAG said, and I am 100%. She knows that before she slapped him, but she clearly feels because she's a woman, she shouldn't, and know that will teach her a lesson. Keep your hands to yourself. She knows he could do more damage, yet you still hit him. Shake my head, she deserved it. Someone else replied.
That's interesting. And is all women saying this?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's okay for a female to slap a man and not know what the reaction will be. I am not one for men hitting female, but this one got a pass. She damn bright, and too many females do this and try to play victim. Wow.
I think people are putting their own personal stuff on top of all these comments. Maybe their own personal experiences on these comments.
No. This one is funny because this person, Lee Max, so I think this is a guy. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. But she literally went through all the comments and replied to everyone that was agreeing with the man slapping her. So the first is Lee Max said, at Nick replying back to Nick, or perhaps for a moment, go with me on this, that he threatened to hit her, which she had experienced from him before, like you were saying. Being in a public place, she took a shot. She would have never dared in private, knowing she'd have lost. Sadly, he's bad at the core, just a big bully. Also notice how she pulls down her skirt on the floor. Okay.
Yeah, don't get that part.
I don't know. All right, so this guy named Real Jams, I think he's in the States, he said, well, they have been this is funny. Well, they, which is women, they have been demanding equality and have propagated that the idea there is no difference between men and women. Here is equality for you. She tested his jaw. He tested her right back. Fair game in our current dispensation.
Boy, I pray for society these days. I swear.
So Flow One Music said the answer is no. I know myself. I would have boxed her back without hesitation, but not that hard. She could have hit her head and hard by falling backward. And then Just G, let me read one more. Just G said, reflex is a bitch. The man just reacted, man. Or a woman would have been the same result. On the outer hand, that's a bit slap. So basically, if the guy went like this instead of this or this, you know what I mean? So it would have. So many comments. Wasteman hits girls.
Yeah, Wasteman hit girls.
Back real bad man that carries strength for woman. He's a lady bad man.
Yes, that's the best comment of the night so far.
Lady I said, it doesn't matter how he hit her back. If you don't want a man to hit you, don't hit him. Some would have taken it further. And that's a woman replying to that. The next one is Mama Ouch. Keep your hands to yourself, period. Not everyone was raised the same. And J Nice 68 said, yes, box to box. Don't hit if you don't want to be hit. She will definitely think twice before hitting anyone again. So he just got my brother Suave. Just landed all the way from Zimbabwe.
Yes, my brother, I'm glad to be here. I am so glad I made it. With all that fog, I wasn't sure if I was in Canada. But I realized when I got here and I started to drive, I knew I was here because I passed through Brampton. Yes, now.
How was your trip here, brother?
It was wonderful. It was Very wonderful.
Okay,
I can't take swabbing.
Thank you for joining us, brother. We were talking about the video that I posted on my Instagram.
Oh, yes, I have seen that. And I watched it, and I said, yes, now she's going to learn. She's never going to do that again.
Jay's defend. Well,
I'm not defending her.
Not defending, but Jay's.
I'm not defending her, bro.
Actually, I have to say, I'm not sure if she learned anything, because the way she fell and her face and her spirit reset, she forgot that she was angry and continued our conversation from last week. So I am sure she learned nothing.
What's your take on that? If you were in that situation? What would you have done?
Okay, I'm just gonna answer it like me.
Yes, bring back the Suave. Welcome, Suave.
Thank you. I don't know what happened there. Halloween never wipe off yet. But for me, I honestly, I think the guy did what any person should do. Especially, once again, I keep saying, we live in a day and age where everyone's saying equal rights.
Yo, mind Jay Boxy over there.
I can say a word, you know.
Mind Jay Boxy over there.
I can say a word.
Remember, we just said box for box.
Right.
So the fact is that she went and she boxed a man. It wasn't a push. I understand if a woman pushes you in your chest or hits you somewhere, but hitting anybody in their face, you know what you're doing. You're going into it feeling like you are ready for what could possibly happen. Yes.
Right.
Take a box. You know what I mean? And I don't believe in beating up on a woman. So if he hit her and then kept hitting her, that would be wrong. But the fact is, she came and hit the guy, fully boxed him. That sound was loud. I don't see anything wrong with his reply.
Was it as loud as the box he gave her? Because that thing sounded like it come from hell.
You know what? But she should have looked. Would you run face first into this wall?
Depends.
It depends on what. If your head's hurting you so much.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, then, but you know what's going to happen when your face hits the wall, right?
Absolutely. But
so don't do it.
But we were talking about the circumstances that led to that video.
But no one knows about it.
But that's what I was telling you.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter. She still went up to the brick wall. I don't care what the wall did to you. You know there's a possibility in this situation that the reply is not going to be something you like.
So, are we sure that she even knew that man will box her the way he boxed her?
Well, she knows now.
Well, there you go.
You know what?
She learned something.
We're going to take a quick break. I want to try to get some people on the phone lines, and we want a female to call in. Street Talk. We'll be right back.
Hello there, this is Benjamin Clementine, and listen to ILoveRadio.com.
Hey, what's up, Toronto? My name's Bosco, and you're listening to iLive Radio.
This is Dwight Drummond from CBC News Toronto, and you're listening to iLive Radio.
Hey, what's going down, man? It's your boy Trix, a.k.a. the Human Jump Off, man. You locked into iLive Radio. They changed the way I listen to radio, man.
Well, y'all listen to iLive Radio. My name is Steve Boyd of Parliament Funkadelic, and we want to thank iLive Radio for keeping the funk alive all over the world, worldwide.
Join me, Uncle Funky, at noon Eastern Standard Time every Saturday for our music show, Give Me the Night, here on iLive Radio, and enjoy a nooner like nope.
Attention all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent collective styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our collective music nation. Genres like hip-hop, R&B, jazz, soul, reggae, gospel, and more united. The Collective Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of collective music. Free memberships are available now. Collective Music Nation. One voice. Strength in unity.
Canadian Black Entertainment's mission is to create, celebrate, and promote Black artistry. Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Instagram for our IG Live with CBE, where we interview artists. Follow us on IG and spread the word. We are here for our artists and are creating a space for them to get the recognition they so deserve. Canadian Black Entertainment, IG Live with CBE, every Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you on the gram.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
The number one hit music station.
More
Lately, I've been wondering why you won't come inside. I've got so many things to show you. Darling, I've got nothing to hide. I'll teach you things you haven't learned. Hey boy, you'll feel the heat, but you won't get burned. Just let me do what I do best. Sit back, relax, and I'll do the rest. With you all night long, while I sing the song. Baby, with you on a train. With you in the
And all the gangsters sing. And all the gangsters sing. And all the gangsters sing. And all the gangsters sing.
I don't wanna do you wrong, baby. I just wanna treat you right. Treat you right, baby. Come and lay with me, my girl. Lay with me. I just wanna serve you right. How do you like it, baby? Nice and slow. Tell me, how do you want it, baby? Here we go. Tell me, girl, what makes you feel good, my baby? Nice and slow. Tell me, girl, how do you like it, baby? Here we go. I want my back from the side. How do you like this when I do it just like this? Come on, come on, come on. How do you like this when I do it just like that? Do you like it when I do it like that? How do you like this when I do it just like that? How do you like it, girl?
Is all that I do. Every time, always on my mind. Whatever you want, whenever you need. My love is for you. I just want you need. Oh, baby. I see that look in your eyes. It's making me weak. And every time that you smile, I can't even speak. Don't want these feelings to change. They'll always be true. I want forever with me and with you. Don't make me your love. Now that I do anything for you. Don't make me your love. Now that you know how I adore you. Don't pick all the things I say, the things I do. You know just how to satisfy my every need. I wanna be with you each and every day. There's no better love than the one we share. I'll never forget you. You fill my world, you see. Love me forever, 'cause boy, I'll leave you never. I want all good loving, good love, good loving, good love. I want all good loving,
With the program, delight. With the program, delight. With the program, delight. Every day now, I can feel you watching me from afar.
All right.
And you
We are
believe
back. DJ Six Love feels to go in the. Six Love.
I feel like you went to Philly this.
Yeah,
I'm feeling some Philly cheesesteak.
I don't know. Six Love, listen.
Uh-oh.
Six Love, you gotta realize after 11, it's crazy hours after 11.
Yeah.
Like the ladies like to.
People getting trouble. Legs start to quiver.
You know what I mean?
Why you start to go on Six Love? You did a good job, bro. Don't worry about it.
He did.
He did a good job,
But
don't worry about
you
it.
know,
Ladies.
every week you know where he's been.
Yes.
You kind of know by his music where he's been, right?
And you know what,
He
Swab?
can deny it all he wants.
Swab, I'm not even gonna cut you, bro. But what you're saying is so true. Look at the outfit. Look at the dressing.
He looks like he's coming from Philly, for real.
All right, welcome back. All right, I have a next topic I want to talk about, but before we get into that, Jay was trying to call me out just now because of my manicure.
Why are you saying trying?
I didn't say manicure.
You know what I mean?
And that wasn't a manicure. That's a womanicure.
And I want to know, I'm gonna actually do a video. I'm gonna do a video about this tomorrow and post it on my Instagram.
Yes.
Ladies, how do you feel, or do you like when a man takes care of himself, grooms?
Hold on.
Hold on.
You notice what he did? You see what he did? You see what he did?
Can I speak?
Don't prep them though.
Can I speak?
Can you not prep them?
Can I
prep them
speak?
first?
I will say this, Linky.
Can I speak?
I will say this, Linky. Before you say something.
No, let's see what he's gonna say, because you know he's trying to prep them before the talk.
I'm not trying to prep. I'm keeping it 100.
Go ahead, Linky.
100%.
Is it okay if we take care of ourselves as men? We do our nails or we do our feet.
Yes, that's good.
That's great.
I put a clear coat on my nails, but it is a problem. I don't know why it's a problem.
Okay, so
but I know when I go out on the streets, the ladies love it. It looks good and it's clean. My nails are clean. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah. We got workers.
Look at that.
My nails are actually pretty nice.
No, those are not nice.
They're not.
Those are not.
They're not
Stop
shellacked like yours. Okay, I don't
Stop
have a high gloss urethane coating on mine.
Linky,
you could flick a fly and just bust out the whole chest.
Linky,
talk to me.
Right. So when you do your video tomorrow,
right.
Get some nail varnish removal before you do it.
No,
and hold on. Let me finish.
Yes.
Take some nail varnish removal before you start the video, right? And then as you are videoing yourself, start putting them on and say, "Do you like your man doing this?"
Yes, and put your pinky up.
And put your pinky up when you do it.
Yes.
I don't understand. What kind of sense does that make?
Because you're defending clear coat.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yes, there's nothing wrong. So then show them how.
Show them how you like clear coat.
I didn't paint it.
Yeah.
I paid for someone to do it. So what I'll do when I go back to the shop, and that person that's doing it,
you actually went to a store.
Yes,
of
and
course.
you chose. You went like this. You went.
No, all right. Let me.
I want that.
Let me inform you guys. When you get your manicure,
let me get high gloss,
high pink.
When you get
can I get your most reflective?
When you guys do a mani and a pedi, you don't select. This is just one natural.
Are you sure?
Regular.
Right.
I'm positive.
Because I get manicures.
I'm doing it for years now.
And I'm going to say it like this.
You know what I mean?
I've gotten manicures and pedicures before, and I've never chosen
to do. Thank you.
But
Any type of coat.
No, you would decide.
I've chosen what kind of oils they would rub my feet with.
But that's fine. That's your
the
decision.
smell I like.
That's your decision. But I think you should do it more often because your hands are looking like chopped liver right now.
You know what?
Wow.
You should be both you guys answer.
Hold on.
And it's funny you said that because I talked to your wife a couple months ago and she's like, Linky, can you please knock some sense into Jay to get his hand?
Hey, 50 Shades of High Gloss. Let me ask you a question.
That's what she said to me.
Hi.
Keep
Excuse
your
me.
So you should try to do that sometime.
Hey, Vidal Sassoon, let me ask you a question here. All right.
Hold on. Did you call him Vidal Sassoon?
Vidal Sassoon. That's your name.
Agent Sassoon.
Go ahead, sir.
Links in the gloss. Yes. Now, let me ask you a question. When was it that you decided you needed to have a high gloss seal after getting a mani-pedi? And do you do it on your toes? Before answering the other question, do you do it on your toes too?
Wow.
What's the problem? I'm still trying to figure out what is the problem.
There is absolutely no problem, my friend.
Exactly.
Damn.
But you guys should try to get a mani and a pedi. Listen,
I get it to clear off all the extra gunk, get between the toenails, nice it up, clip it up.
Stop doing it once every 6 months. Do at least once a month.
Once a month. Actually, with that high gloss look like you do it once a week.
No, this is do it like I did it.
Do you buff every day?
I did it what?
Do you have a buffer in your car? Like while you're driving, you like put your hand in a buffer?
I did this 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the first.
It's like a pencil sharpener.
So I'll probably do my nails again for my birthday.
Do you sandblast your heel too?
My heels and my nails are well taken care of.
Need more power.
I think you guys need that. You guys definitely need that.
I could picture Linky on his way to get the mani-pedi, just stick his foot out on the highway just to get the process started.
Which is right. Which is right.
Every time Linky passed the construction site, he's looking at options.
He's like, you know what? That concrete truck looks like it has just my shade.
Yes, you guys should try to do that. Just try.
You know what? But Linky, honestly, I give you beer props because honestly, the fact that you do it once a month and it looks close to mine, it means that if you didn't do it, listen.
Stick a wally pin. Don't stick a lot of pin. Put your.
Why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that? No.
I'm coming from work.
Jesus.
I do construction.
Listen.
All right.
We are live
I do
on the radio.
Right.
We are live on the radio.
And it's unfair because you put your hand in the buffer in your car before you came in.
You just said to me that your nails look close like mine.
I didn't say my nails. I said hands. I didn't say nails. All right. Now, I'm not stupid, right? But next week we can do this challenge again next week and we shall see. Silky. But guess what? Mine will not be high gloss. They will be matte, okay? I will not. Your nails look like you put on Vaseline just now.
Listen.
Wow.
Listen.
And from the crease in his thumb to his index, there was no Vaseline applied. So I know it's a high gloss.
Listen. I need you guys to start taking care of yourself. Jay, your wife told me
I take care of myself just fine, Linky.
No, you don't.
I'll tell you what. Taking care of myself means no high gloss for me. I'm telling you that right now. Bitch.
There's no.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
No tangerine tinge. No pink palish. Nothing.
No Priscilla purple.
There you go.
I'm asking you a question, my brother.
I might answer.
When was the last time you had a mani and a pedicure?
I want that New York.
I will tell you that. No. I'll tell you.
Right.
I had a birthday present once in history where that happened, and I was.
We have a caller.
We have a caller.
Let's see what the
Let's hope it's not my wife.
Yeah, I could see.
Which one is it? Is this one?
No. Over here.
Oh, there we go. This one in front of you.
The green one.
There you go.
No, the green one.
What?
The green one. There you go. Just answer the question.
There we go. There you go. Choose your own adventure.
Street Talk, good night.
Hi, good night.
Good night. Who we're talking to? Thanks for calling, I should say, first and foremost. Who we have on the line?
It's Diamond on the line.
Diamond on the line. All right, Diamond. So I don't know if you were watching the show or you were listening. And we don't even want to get into the topic that we were talking about. Let's talk.
Answer the question.
Can I speak? Can I run my show? Like, can I host my show?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So we're here talking about getting mani and pedi. I put a clear coat on my nails after getting my mani. For you as a female, what's your take on that?
I prefer the clear coat. I think it looks extra clean. I don't know why all guys are not doing that, but I mean, when a girl sees the clear coat, they're just like, they just want to be touched by those hands.
Guys, I think you guys should answer. So, why are you shaking your head?
You know what I realized?
Jay,
What's that?
No, I feel like it's a setup.
Of course it's a setup.
Just notice that just before the call came in,
he was texting.
texting on his phone.
Answer Diamond.
And secondly,
Answer Diamond.
when you
Linky.
asked her when you
Linky.
asked her her name, she stuttered because she had to look back at the phone at the
How
name.
much? How much, Linky? How much? How much? How much
many
did he
tickets did you
transfer?
offer?
Why you guys?
How many tickets did you offer her?
Listen.
And to what show?
Diamond is on the line. Can you guys
Diamond,
answer?
I'm glad you called in, right? And you know what? Even though it was a lie you were telling, I love the way you voiced the lie. You have a very nice voice. Now, if someone has a clear coat but their hands are rough, does it still invite you to be touched by those hands?
No, well, I mean, if you're gonna do a manicure, I mean, if you're gonna take it, self care is the whole deal, right?
100. Yes, I agree.
That's true. Nails as well.
That's true. But you prefer high gloss to a natural looking fingernail
No, I
on a
don't
man?
think it's. I mean, it's modern. Like, I don't think there's anything such thing as high gloss. I think
you're not looking at Linky's hands
you
right
haven't
now.
seen these hands. He would put it up to the camera, but then the light reflection would probably damage the lens. But he has high gloss on right now.
If I get a manicure, he's gonna get the regular.
No, this is definitely
All right.
reflective.
So, Diamond, listen. As you can hear, you have two guys that really they're not used to
high gloss,
high gloss,
and proper manicure.
No, I'm used to
you know what I mean?
mani-pedi, but I'm not used to high
because they're
gloss.
not used to that. They're somewhat objective,
You know what?
which is fine.
The
you know
next
what
time I
mean? It's
go,
okay.
I'm going to try it on my pinky. And I'll see how I feel.
It's
about
okay to be objective. You know
it.
what I mean? But
If my wrist gets
you
weak,
can't knock them. But before you go, I want to get your take on. I posted. I don't know if you're following me on Instagram. I posted a video of a lady and a guy having an altercation where she boxed him and he boxed her right back. What's your take on that?
I just don't think anyone should be touching anyone physically anyways, so it's wrong on both ends. I mean, I know the majority of people are going to say, oh, you should have never boxed the lady or whatever, but I mean, it's wrong on both ends. But I mean, she's a female. Think about how hard of a box that is. Like, there's no way the female's box is going to reach him the same way his box is going to reach her. I'm not saying it's right, but it's wrong on both sides. But it's just that you're a man. Like, come on, boxing a lady is just ridiculous.
all right, Diamond, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you have any sons?
I do not.
You do not. Do you have any nephews?
I do.
All right. If you found out or you were present and a woman gave a nice, clean, loud, open hand box to your nephew,
Hey, this is Emily King, and you're listening to.
what would you want them to defend themselves at that point?
Yeah, you can't hear you because you just muted there because of the ads.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy.
How you doing? What's good? It's Nkechi the Lyrical, sitting in my zone here, vibing and listening to iLive. And if you don't know, get to know. And if you do know, you don't know. And if you know, then relax and enjoy the ride.
Attention à tous les musiciens, groupes, associations, clubs et organisations qui représentent les styles collectifs de musique à travers le Canada. Le moment est venu de reconstruire nos genres de nations musicales collectives comme le hip-hop, le R&B, le jazz, le soul, le reggae, le gospel et plus unis. La Nation de la musique collective est une organisation à but non lucratif engagée dans le développement de la musique collective. Des adhésions gratuites sont disponibles dès maintenant. La Nation de la musique collective, une seule voix, la force dans l'unité.
Core Platinum, an organization where Indigenous and Black business owners can network, promote, and grow their business. Join their ever-growing Core Platinum website and be seen by customers everywhere. Plus, win jobs posted by interested customers. Looking for a reliable contractor or service? Use Core Platinum's platform to find service vendors, submit service requests, earn referral points, and more. Core Platinum. Sign up is free. Sign up now at mycpg.ca. That's mycpg.ca.
You're listening to ILive Radio.
Here are some words of wisdom. Don't change your station. Don't change your station.
All right, Diamond. Sorry about that. Welcome back. As you were saying, Suave is coming back. So Suave was asking you basically if you have a nephew and a lady box him, what would you do? How would you react to that? What would you tell your nephew in that situation?
That I would definitely say that two wrongs don't make a right, and I just don't believe that there's any woman, like any women out there with man strength. It's just not the same. It's wrong. I don't want you guys.
Would you box Amanda?
Female. I'm thinking that women should just go abusing men physically. No, but I'm just saying there's no woman with man strength, so it's just it can't be compared. I don't feel like you boxing back a female makes it right. Like it's gonna be 10 times as hard.
So I'm asking you now, would you
I don't feel like being physical back to a female is the way to go.
Okay, so would you box Amanda? Would you box a guy?
No, I feel like if a man is gonna draw me out to that point, then I need to walk away. If I'm gonna feel to box you, then no.
In the heat of the moment, have you ever put your hands on a man before?
No.
Okay, so for my take on it, and tell me if I'm incorrect. If you were to see or be in a situation with a male, usually, say you were to hit him in the chest, do you agree that a man can take that?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to punch him in his arm, do you think a man can take that?
Definitely. Maybe more than the chest, yeah.
Well, before I ask the next question, do you like when somebody touches your face?
What?
Just
Do I
randomly
like
touch it.
touching my face?
Yeah, somebody just touches your face, whether it's a smush.
No, I don't like my face to be touched at all.
No, does it bother you at all?
Yeah, it does.
So would there be more understanding if there was more of a reaction from somebody aggressively touching your face?
You set you up nice there, eh? You set Jay, don't get involved, eh? Don't not come to Diamond's rescue.
Go ahead.
No, Jay's trying to come to your rescue right now. Don't come.
Hitting a woman again.
Yeah, once again, there's no.
The fact is the face. The face within itself is a very intimate area for most people.
I understand.
Most people.
I
mean, high gloss. I mean, Linky can agree with me that you don't like random people touching your face, correct? So even in that, you'll pull away or you'll box their hand away, right? But even more so, that touch was met with a little bit of aggression. So much more, an aggressive touch would be met with more aggression than even that, which your first reaction is box for box.
No, it's not. I disagree. So, anyway, I agree with her. Like, it's wrong on both sides.
The best,
and when it was a.
But we're humans.
If you look at that video, it wasn't a instant reflex reaction that he did. He's like, it was almost like a pause, and he goes, "Oh yeah," and then that was a full.
I feel like as the sting got through his face.
No, listen, that man did not move. He ate that.
No, he did. It did though. He did. His face went like that. He turned.
Like I said.
He said
he swung that with intent. When I say intent to put her on the floor and probably her not get up.
To teach. So his brethren didn't even
hold on. I'm just saying, right? So he eats it. I agree. He went or box her hand away and he stepped back or something like that. Or take a moment to pause and think about what he's about to do. He thought about that, sized her up, and he let it go.
Yeah, I think it was the connection really won him and his pride.
The pride of it happening in front of his friend.
Also, the friend
was it really the reaction to her, or the fact it happened in front of his friend?
Well, since we don't have the backstory, let's take the elements that we have there. Right?
Friend, girl, him.
Yes, the friend didn't even move to defend or even think that wasn't deserved.
But not even that, he didn't even help her up.
No.
So
because it was almost like, I got your pick.
So what does that tell you about the men that are in that video?
Yeah. She knew what she was getting into.
No. What does that tell you about the men in that video?
that they have no remorse for that female.
That's right. That means they would have no respect for females.
That
period.
Well, I'm not going to say for females. Period. Maybe
I wouldn't
for
say
that
I wouldn't
girl.
say
Dude,
females, period.
I can't use one female to
there was nothing that she did in that video that warranted that.
Yeah, but you don't in that video. But remember, once again, we said we don't know the backstory.
I'm going
but
based-
the way
I'm
she
based-
rolled up was she was reacting also.
But like I said,
but she still
he could have boxed her. He could have done anything to her.
In all
before that.
situations, it's self-defense.
In whose?
His. He didn't hit her first, so it's still self-defense.
Diamond, thank you so much for calling.
It's
You have
still
any special requests you'd like? Any song you would like to hear play tonight?
Just anything by Alkaline.
Oh my gosh, Jesus. All right, have a good one. 6 Love, you heard that? It's after 11 right now. Normally we like to get
sexy with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's DJ 6 Love.
That's what I'm in the mood for. So you guys be the judge. I know what you can do.
Some Alkaline.
you're in
6 Love, you
she's
hear
in
that?
she's in the mood for some Alkaline.
All right, Diamond, thank you for calling in.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
Wow. So
I'm sorry.
I thought so too.
Entrapment.
You have any
Entrapment.
Alkaline-ish
Entrapment man here. Entrapment man here. Just like entrap the person in that.
But you know what the funny thing about that is that, like, listening to Suave talk just now, I could just see him reacting to that box that he would have got from a girl. Like, he would have boxed her, thump her, kick her, stab her.
But no, only once.
He would have been like,
once.
yo, what are you doing?
But only once. So I would decide within that moment, is it a kick to the chest? Did it warrant that? Because you know what? I think the reply, the way you reply to a box like that depends on if I stagger. That means she came with some power. Right, so
that's what I said. If he staggered,
if I stagger,
that's different.
Then it's a dozen.
It's a different thing.
But that box did deserve a box. It should have been an open hand, but it looked like he clocked her heavy because
that's why
she reset her whole lifestyle.
That's why I said he delivered that with intent.
Because she spoke to him in English, and when she stood back up to have a conversation, it wasn't in English anymore.
Like I said, that was with intent. That wasn't a
sober again.
It wasn't a box in a box back. Like say what you're doing. That was a box. I'm gonna knock you out.
That thump was an AA meeting. I tell you that right now. It was an instant sobering moment.
All right, let's move on. So one more topic I want to talk about is being spontaneous in a relationship. So there's a video I posted that this lady and the guy they were dating. She actually loved threesome and foursome. She got her male partner into it.
Yes.
And
wonderful woman.
He decided to file for divorce because it was getting out of hand. So we as men, we tend to love those type of things.
No, it's not. Okay. Go.
We tend, if correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Okay.
80% of men somewhat
continue.
Somewhat love
somewhat love what kind of thing?
A threesome.
Right.
Well, it depends. Depends on the balance of the threesome.
That's right.
2 females.
No, you're assuming it's 2 females.
No, I'm saying from a man's perspective, I love females.
Hey, some men like 2 men and 1 woman, you know.
But I'm saying, I didn't say that some men don't like, but I'm saying majority.
I don't know, you know.
Yes.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll do it from both perspectives.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
try it that way.
Statistics have shown that.
What statistics? From where?
Is it from 2022? Because
is it from Linky's own personal experience?
And does the man, does the other man identify as a man?
Yes, he does. So with that,
those glossy nails to make you look suspect right now, bro.
Exactly. So with that being said, the threesome,
right?
Well, the foursome was a little bit extra, but
I don't know. Still, you know what I mean. That sounds like a swinger party.
But the guy wasn't happy with that. So from a man perspective, would you guys be okay with having a
Jay,
threesome?
you want to get this first?
I'll get this first.
All right.
Once again, it's circumstantial, right?
Yes.
Meaning, okay, let's say it's a threesome, right? And the woman has 2 men, for example. So it's her partner and another man.
Balance.
Right? Now, what the hell, man? You see, that's why I don't bring drinking in the studio now.
Because you're talking crap about two men. Like,
that got Linky so nervous.
I know, but the two men situation just got me crazy just now. Listen,
it happens. I'm letting you say about circumstantial, right?
Right.
And if in that circumstance, you know, she is getting off more with the person that's not her husband.
Okay.
So it's really just an excuse to bang this other guy, and he's more of an observer. Yeah, he get pissed off.
Okay.
Flip side.
Right.
If it's two women and a man,
6.
she may be invoking the side of herself that is more around.
Right.
I prefer females, and this is my excuse to have one.
Freaky.
So, you know, and then he may feel left out of that whole scenario. Right. So
it's an ego thing.
It's an ego. It's potentially an ego thing. It may be a thing where he feels like, you know, she's really cheating. She's just using this as an excuse. Like there's various reasons as to why. You understand?
But we as men, we do you prefer? Not prefer, but will you like a little threesome from time to time?
I do. Personally, I don't really like dating women who are not into some type of change with
you like women that like women.
I like women that like women. I like girls who like girls who like girls, right? But at the same time, it is dependent on the person that's included. Because if there's no attraction, it's not just threesome for threesome's sake. And it can't be an everyday thing because then it loses everything, right? Like, and as you said earlier, it's the spontaneity of it, right? It's that moment when you're stressed and you come home and your girl just has somebody ready to rub you down, and she participates and interacts.
Whoa. Let's take a lot of pin here. You're saying you're coming home from work and you're stressed. You want a next lady to rub you down along with your female?
Said I want. I'm saying it's nice when you have that spontaneous surprise. Those interactions, just like you as a man, if your girl likes candle lights and she likes flowers, and randomly you buy those things and you buy those scents that she loves. She comes and she sees the bath ready with a bath bomb, and you wash her down. She's gonna love that because that's what she likes. As a man, every now and then you like that little freaky thing that you watched on X video. You know what I mean? And some guys, they like watching it, but they don't really have the tools or the ability to participate in it, right? So say he doesn't have that sex drive of the porn star he was watching, because everyone watches porn and thinks everybody could do everything that they see, and some people just should not be doing certain positions.
You sound like a pro. Like you watch a lot of porn.
I've done things. I've made a lot of porns. Yes. With permission, right? But I do like interactiveness, and it keeps the spice. And then you don't end up in a relationship where in 7 years you're bored of your woman. You still wake up in the morning and look at her, and you know what I mean, you still find her extremely sexy because you're not doing the same mundane thing over and over and over again. You need a little bit of, you know, same thing with the woman. She needs a little bit of change. Guys think because they give one tool dagger, most of the time they don't even realize their woman hasn't been wet for years. You know what I mean? She hasn't had an orgasm for years. You're not bringing any change into the bedroom.
In a relationship, it's always good to keep it spontaneous, spicy, you know what I mean?
You have to.
You know what I mean? But the reality of the situation is that how do you bring that to your partner?
I think he was intimidated.
How do you bring that to your partner? Because you might be into it, she might not be into it, but because she wants to please you.
Yeah. It has to be a conversation.
Or he wants to please her at that particular time. He said, let me go.
It has to be a mutual agreement, and everyone understands.
Can't be forced, anything.
Not really, not all the time.
No. It should be.
Right.
Because
it's dangerous.
Yeah, it stops the complications down the road.
That's right.
So that's what it's down to.
And you have to start slowly. Because first of all, bringing a third party in, that third party should never get more attention than your partner.
I was going to
unless
ask
it's a
you,
polyamorous
relationship. As a threesome expert, how do you choose that third person? Should it be a friend?
I'm glad you asked that question.
Should it be a friend or should it be someone that you don't know?
That's where it's touchy, right? It can be a friend, right? But why it becomes touchy is that's where the conversation, that's where trust, because you can't just be having threesomes because you're in a bad place in your relationship. There has to be a certain amount of trust between you and your partner. There has to be a certain amount of commonality, certain kind of conversations.
How did you go about your first threesome?
The first threesome I had wasn't with somebody I was with. It was actually a lesbian couple that asked me to join them.
Oh, so they were running a train on you.
Yes.
Yo, Jay answered that so quick.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is, I know why you said it, but I went to my happy place.
I don't disagree. But what I'm saying is,
I mean,
in reality, they ran a train.
But the thing is, yes, and I felt very high gloss when it was happening.
Yes,
I mean, you felt good then.
Sure.
No, but the thing is that is nice for someone to turn to you and they want you to be a part of their fantasy. So I can't even lie. It's a stroke on the ego, right? But the first time I had it where it was totally interpersonal and a connection between myself and the other person I was having it with, was that person was basically there to please us, not the other way around. It wasn't that person was there so that one of us could find pleasure, because we already had a great sex life. This was just a bonus.
What do you mean we already had a sex life? Did you say that there was a lesbian couple?
No. He's
I
saying
said the first time I did it with somebody.
Second time
with.
we're talking about.
Oh, the second time.
Somebody I was in a relationship
okay.
with, someone I actually loved and cared about. The first time I did it with someone like that, it was a joint choice. We chose to do it.
Okay.
We chose the person.
Did
we
that
had
affect
a
the
conversation
relationship?
with
Did
them.
that add to the relationship or take away?
It added to it. If anything, it brought more spice. It was a conversation. It wasn't something we expected to happen every time. And because we had a mature sex relationship, it wasn't something like that kept coming up and you're looking and no, it happened. It's part of our journey. We went through it and it was great. And then we continue. It's like we went on vacation and we're happy we went on vacation because that vacation was nice. You know what I mean? And then the next time we're going to choose somewhere else to go.
Did you do it again with that same person?
Not with that same person.
Okay.
And I think you do have to have rules
think-
about
exactly,
how many
exactly.
times you engage in that with one person, because regardless, unless you're going into polyamory, you're kind of risking emotions kicking in.
Jay, back in your heydays in the UK.
Oh Lord, here we go.
In the UK.
In your whoring days.
In your horrible days. How was it for you, brother? Was it
What do you
by
mean?
choice?
Have you ever had a threesome?
Your threesome days.
Only once, and that was a birthday present.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday to you.
And it was I was single at the time. I was actually divorced, just recently divorced.
Right.
And a friend of mine decided that, to cheer me up, plus it was my birthday, she'd bring her friend and they decided to whatever. But to be honest, I was in there for maybe like 5 minutes and then I jumped out of it and just sat there and watched them. It was far more fascinating.
You should have just stuck to the first part of the story.
No. I jumped out.
Is there any way? Can we rewind this?
No.
It's not your thing.
It's not my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really my thing. I'm more of a one-on-one person as opposed to one-on
two. Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's not even so much the
There's a lot
work.
of work to do.
Right? It's not so much the work. It's just how
there's no rest time.
It's how I look at my intimacy. That's my intimacy language. Isn't spreading love.
Yeah.
Right. So
You don't connect like on
I don't
that
connect
level.
that. I don't connect that
on
way.
that level.
A threesome is not for connections.
Because you know what?
It's for connecting the dots.
But Suave, correct me if I'm wrong. When someone hears threesome, they're like, okay, 2 women one time. Oh, that's fun.
Right.
But as you said, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot.
And
of work.
there is a certain way to go about doing the
There
threesome.
is.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be present and participate.
You know what I mean? And
in all ways, shape, or form, or you'll miss the train. It'll leave you.
And as a threesome,
or you jump off the train and watch it go by and
Break your
say, this is
ankle.
great.
Yeah.
Look, all my friends. Guess what?
Bust
That's
up
what
your
happened.
ankle. I went
This
on
was going on
train,
right now.
I got a little something, and I left.
Yeah, it was fine. It was cool. It was an experience.
It was an experience.
I just said, I had it, it's done, but it was never something that I really wanted to go and do again, or nor did
yeah,
I
that's
want
what I
to
was
explore
about to
again.
ask you. Like
Wasn't
after
really-
doing it the first time, you
was like,
you never enjoyed it. Like
no, I was like, done it now. Yeah, I'm cool. Move on.
you got that off the bucket list.
Yeah, it's just, if you look at it as a bucket list item, which is, it was never a bucket list item, but it happened, and
Yeah, it's something on my
That was
barrel
it.
list.
What's on your bucket list? Sir?
Barrel.
barrel.
What's on your barrel list?
You mean outside of that? Because that's already gone.
Yeah, that gone.
I actually, and some people will look at it weird. One is I'd like to go skydiving. At least once.
Whilst you were doing that?
Oh no,
In the freezer?
not during.
You can't switch subjects like that, bro. We're in the certain zone, bro.
Exactly.
You understand?
After
That's why I asked. When I said
actually,
I wasn't transitioning to something
the thing
else.
is,
Still
the
in
thing
that
is
same
that
area there.
with my experience in that area, there's very few things I haven't done in the bedroom. There's things that I don't agree with that I haven't done, so that's why I haven't done them. Other things, yeah, I've participated very well. I think I've done a good job.
So in your threesome activities, has it always been 2 women?
Well, when we were younger, you know, you have your bachatting moment, so that counts as a threesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where maybe your brethren is dealing with the case and
you're dealing Eiffel
with the
Tower.
case. Yeah. What?
Keep obscure. With that one.
All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break because these two guys that we have right now.
Eiffel Tower.
That's the first I'm hearing that. That's how I know Jay is bad, you know.
That's how you know I am like boy.
You know what I mean?
Jump off
Listen, straight talk. We'll be right back.
This is Adrena, and you're listening to ILive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is Bay Bright, the bad boy indie soul, Bright Vision Entertainment CEO, and you're chilling, listening to ILive Radio. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. Keep it.
This is Cheryl Brooks, and you're listening to ILive Radio, supporting independent artists and their music.
Hello, I am Erica, and you're listening to ILive Radio with some of the best independent artists from around the world.
What up, it's your girl Shanaz, and you're listening to some of the best independent soul music from around the world with ILive Radio.
This is Miss Care, keeping you connected with your iLive 5x5. Brought to you by iLive Music, sponsored by Independent Hype, and powered by The Hook Entertainment. Contribute to the conversation by using hashtag iLive 5x5.
For the latest and greatest in soul music and more, stay tuned to iLive Radio throughout the week.
Connect with our team at iliveradio.com or follow us at iLive Radio across social platforms.
Canadian Black Entertainment's mission is to create, celebrate, and promote Black artistry. Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Instagram for our IG Live with CBE, where we interview artists. Follow us on IG and spread the word. We are here for our artists and are creating a space for them to get the recognition they so deserve. Canadian Black Entertainment, IG Live with CBE, every Wednesday beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you on the gram.
on my chest and started getting undressed. Tell me why, baby.
Breaking neck when you see me looking dip. Or could it be the ice you see? But you tell me that you really
feeling me, baby. Oh,
man.
All right, Suave, you know this is your segment of the show, you know.
You mean there's
the ladies love to hear your voice.
Well, I'm glad the ladies could tune in and listen to the slow jazz.
But Suave, you know we always say this on Street Talk when it's after 11.
Yeah.
The ladies are probably wrapped up in their bed or in their couch, and they like to
that nice sexy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They like to hear those.
Wine.
So Jay is challenging Six Love to a slow jam clash. So we might do that next week.
Let me give you a bit of history very quickly about the slow jam clash.
Here we go. Six Love, are you hearing this?
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. So we actually used to do one on the station.
Really?
It's a really fun event.
Oh yeah. You said you.
Yeah. So we have little teams and teams of women versus men and old people versus old people, young people versus young people, and they go through the rounds, and eventually two go head to head, and people in the audience
pick the
winner.
Right.
But he's playing some good tune. That means he's got some tune.
Yeah.
Right.
So because he's got some tune,
you're giving him a chance.
I'm never in a clash. By the way, I'm always the adjudicator and the judge.
Okay.
I'll murder everybody.
No.
I will murder everybody.
You can't murder Six Love.
I'll murder everybody.
No, you
I can't go in there.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Here's the problem.
No, you can't. You can't murder Six Love.
Let him.
I can't murder him on your show.
First of all,
no, not on my show.
Okay, all right, fine. I'll go easy then.
You know what? I'm gonna say it depends on where Six Love was that week.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Well, Six Love, make sure you get yourself in a situation where
if he's coming from Miami,
you know what I mean.
Fucked.
So
royal.
Put yourself in a situation where you're going to come in with the right mindset.
I think that day you should just go.
And I will. I can't kill you on Linky's show.
Oh my God.
So I'll go a little easier.
Wait. Why does it sound like he's preparing himself just in case he's
Six Love?
I don't.
I know.
That's what it sounds. It sounds like preparation.
I don't.
That's a preparation.
Linky's my friend. You understand? I have respect for the fact that he's in the show. I love Six Love.
Oh,
so Six Love tears it up.
All right. Listen, I want to thank each and everyone for tuning in tonight. You know what I mean? Thank Diamond for calling and all our listeners and our viewers. Shout out to ILive Caribbean, ILive UK. You know, that's our family right there. And we love you guys. You know what I mean? Your boy Linky Links alongside Jay.
Yeah.
The guy that doesn't do threesome, and alongside Mr. Threesome, Suave.
No, he does do threesomes. He just jumps off the train early.
I jumped off the train
early.
So he literally takes the sum.
He took the subway.
Yeah. He took the,
nah, man, he took the tram.
He didn't take the underground, fam.
All right, listen, the last 9 minutes of the show, we're going to have some slow jams. You know, DJ Six Love. I don't know if...
Pull it out, Six Love, let's do it, man.
We're going to do the last 9 minutes
really
of the show.
Go for it.
So, ladies, don't go nowhere. Keep it locked. Keep it right there. You know your boy Lincoln.
Six Love.
Every Thursday right here, 10 p.m.
Pull out the guns
midnight. Street Talk. Until next week. Peace.
Six Love on Street Talk.
T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties. Got my T-shirt and my panties on.
Picture this. I'm in my bed. Body's hot. Soaking wet. Of the things I like to do. I'm open wide when it comes to freaking you. Imagine me, wet as can be,
changing my life, starting here today. I surrender all my love. I never thought I could. I'm giving all my love away, and there's only one reason that I would. And baby, I just wanna be yours from this day forth. Next year, let's call this day our anniversary. Day I put my heart in your hands and said it's yours to keep. Girl, I've been longing to make love to you, and now we're alone. So if you're in the mood, I will hold you, caress you, and slowly undress you, my love. That's what I'm gonna do. I can teach you things you've never known before. I know you're thinking of it, baby, let me show you more. Girl, I'm gonna satisfy the woman inside of you. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't you know
You're now in the mix with 666 Love.
I'm whispering words over your shoulder. Ooh, can you hear? Before you reply, the temperature rise. Then like that, you disappear. I never imagined I'd get so excited over a rendezvous. I'll be there in an hour, still wet from the shower. I just called to tell you it's on tonight. The feeling's right. We don't have to go nowhere. Listen, girl, I'm coming over. Rub your back, massage your shoulders. I just wanna live on you. Tell me what's on tonight. I'm coming to your crib. Have dinner by candlelight. We gon' watch some scenes. We gon' play your scenes. I'm gon' be on you. You gon' be on me. Tell me what's on tonight. I'm coming to you. Coming. Have dinner by candlelight. We gon' watch some TV. We gon' play your scenes. I'm gon' be on you. I heard the phone ring. Is it you? Telling me all I do is neglect you. The first thing I wanna say, you know I've been working hard all day, baby. I don't trip on what your friends say. tell me what's wrong with your boyfriend. Come on. He holds the key to your heart, but he don't love you, baby, baby, like I do. Oh, they wanna be with you. Girl, you are the love of my life, babe. Gotta give it to you, baby. You belong to me and only me, baby. I belong to you. I belong. I give all my love to you. I give all my love, baby.
Hello and welcome to the promo for Always Digging. My name is Jeff Skull, aka DJ Scully Funk. Every Sunday afternoon, my partner Gary, aka DJ Gaza Taylor, and I choose a theme and play our favorite song